Welcome to Be Offended with Joe and Tim.
Hello, Joe.
Hello there, Tim. It's hard to say the right name when you say it like that. There's a certain phrasing that we do with each other.
Oh.
We can't say it. It's hard to do it normally. Our pet names for each other.
Well, to me, they're synonymous.
Yeah.
It's just...
All right. Well, anyway, hello, everybody.
Hello, it's another episode of Be Offended Radio.
This is a rando episode. We don't know when this will air, what's going to happen before or after it. So here we go.
There's no theme today.
There's no theme. There's no anything. There will be show notes. So read the show notes and you'll figure out what the fuck we talk about. Because I don't know what we're
Follow us on Twitter, Be Offended Radio.
Yeah.
And then don't forget to go to smoothmyballs.com and use promo code Be Offended Radio for 15% off your ball smoothing product.
Extravaganza.
So am I getting the first story here, or are you getting the first topic here?
The last time we recorded not so long ago, I did a long story. So you take the reins.
I'd like the vagina candle music, please.
Oh, shit. Okay, so the vagina candle minute, everybody.
This smells like my vagina.
There you go.
So one of our favorite things is that the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle has burst into flames at least twice.
Yes.
And possibly injuring and causing damage, but not killing. Not killing.
Nobody has been seriously maimed or killed.
So I saw this story and it reminded me of the Gwyneth Paltrow candle, because apparently there's a Walmart air freshener that had to be recalled after it killed 2 people.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? Why isn't this like a first page news on Fox? I should know about this. It's where my people shop.
Apparently, yes.
Do I have this? Wait, I might have this product. Am I living with a time bomb?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Better Homes and Gardens essential oil infused aromatherapy room spray with gemstones.
No, I don't have any stones.
Very long title.
I have no stones.
That is a very. You have no marbles. You have no marbles.
No marbles.
Marbles. Oh, Major League 2, great movie.
Yes.
So apparently this aromatherapy room spray contained rare and dangerous bacteria.
Oh.
Burkholderia pseudomallei.
That sounds
it killed 2 children.
So wait, it doesn't explode though. It just slowly
It does
kills
not
you?
explode. It just shoots
It's
out
a
bacteria.
Silent, oh my God. This is wait, this falls under some kind of horror music. Hold on, we need some horror music. Here we go.
Yeah, the bacteria causes melodiosis.
Melodiosis.
Also known as Whitmore's disease, a condition that is difficult to diagnose and can be fatal.
Whitmore? Who are all these people?
It's the Rothschilds, the
Rockefellers and the Whitmores and the...
Yeah, so anyway, it was an air freshener spray, apparently. They had 39,000 of them were recalled, and then they have to now try and hunt down all the people who
have them.
Yeah,
wow, talk about a recall.
Yeah, so I'm telling this story just so we can challenge Goop to step up their game.
Oh,
because their air fresheners
have not killed anybody yet.
No, they tried very hard, but they've been foiled on at least 2 occasions, and apparently, if you,
we should come up with our own formula.
Apparently, you can just ammonia and bleach or whatever. I guess, right?
And, peroxide and
a running car and a garage door closed. I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be some kind of lawsuit that these people decide. Now, was it the gemstones? Like, what do you think?
I think it's
there was a lot of like it's like basically like dissolving something in hydrochloric acid. You know, it's like, wait, you have this air freshener. Okay, well, what if we drop a gemstone in it? Well, I mean,
what are the gemstones made out of? We don't know. They're byproducts of mining for the electric car fuel.
Radon.
Who cares?
So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just when I saw that story, it just reminded me of the flaming candle, because like it's it's just these things you don't expect to, like, out of all the things in your house to kill you, like your air freshener, slash nice vagina smelling candle seems to be like very very, very last. Like on one of the previous episodes, a few episodes ago, we talked about what mode of transportation is most likely to kill
deadliest
you.
thing.
So this is similar in that, like, of all the things in your house,
not slipping and falling in the bathtub.
You didn't expect the air freshener from Walmart, did you?
Goddamn Walmart with anal beads, air freshener.
Now, if you told me you'd die like in the Walmart parking lot, I'd be like, well, I mean, you went to Walmart, you're taking your chances. But like to make it home safely, only to die with like the air freshener, you know?
Is it a slow or quick death? Did they mention what?
It says it's a disease that's difficult to diagnose, so it makes me think it's slow.
Okay, so it's not
like a carbon monoxide. You go to sleep. It slowly poisons you. It sounds like Okay. Yeah. So next time you lobe the bathroom really bad, and someone goes in, it's like, it's not going to kill you like those air fresheners would, and then just make them sit and smell your shit.
I wonder, you know what? This stumbled upon something I think we should talk about.
Okay.
I think we should talk about murderers. Because it's
music candy.
It's the Murder Minute, everybody.
Ooh.
Yes. So one of our favorite topics is murder. Obviously, we have a minute for it. And I was thinking of like all of these weird deaths lately, these assassinations, and like plain in daylight assassinations that have been happening, political people dying here and there, and you're like, oh,
yeah, the president of Haiti was assassinated.
Yeah,
that's an example. There was a shootout recently in Mexico.
I was going to say the Mexico one. Yeah,
a couple of gangs. Yeah,
they like it used to be. If you were an assassin, like your job had to be, this. Okay, so I'll set this up as James Bond. Everybody's always like, "Oh yeah, James Bond is the best spy," and then I'm like, "No, he's the worst spy because he does everything
like world famous."
Yeah, everybody knows
he
who
walks
he is.
In and he's like, "Oh, I'm checking in as Bert Gibson."
Bert and Ernie.
They're like, "Okay, I'll show you to your room, Mr. Bond." He's like, got me again.
God damn it!
At least once a movie, he tries to come in the one with Denise Richards. He goes out to the nuclear scientist. Like, I'm Hans Franz, and they're like, "Oh, right this way, Mr. Bond." He's like, how did you know?
Hello,
you're right.
Mr. Bond.
He is the worst spy ever. Yeah, he's like he's the only spy working the red carpet at the Met Gala.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think like
I'm undercover. It's like we know you. You hosted the Grammys last year, Mr. Bond.
Gives out his business card. It says Bond on one side. You turn it over. It says James Bond on the other.
Hi. What's going on over here? I'm a librarian. We saw your episode of American Ninja Warrior with The Rock.
We know who you are, Bond.
We saw you on Dancing with the Stars, Mr. Bond. We get that here in the Eastern Satellite.
Man of mystery and dancing. So,
but you're right. Okay, sorry, not to ruin your bed, but you're 100% right. He is the worst.
He's the worst. He's literally the worst. Like 003 must be fucking amazing. We've never heard about 003.
The first 00s, 0 through 6.
They are the
I'm assuming
best.
There's 8 through 14. Yeah. And they're just going around killing people quietly. No idea.
They send him out when they need stuff actually to be fucked up on purpose. Like, we got Bond for that one.
They do though, because it's funny. That's all those movies when they disband MI6 or they think Q is a traitor or something, and they do always send Bond on those missions because they just know he's not going to be discreet about it.
He's just going to blow up an embassy on camera.
He's just going to go on a car chase through one of those towns in France which only allow bicycles. So it's just him in a car and like everyone's. Can you describe the man? Yeah, he was a British man, Aston Martin.
Poor fruit sellers on the side of the roads. Every single car chase has that like fruit and vegetable table. You realize that? Oh,
I can't even imagine. The courts in London must be full of like fruit seller versus
small claims.
They probably had to like waive diplomatic immunity or not diplomatic sovereign immunity. James Bond, do you realize how many international incidents you made? It's a fruit shortage in Yemen right now.
Through
all your car chases.
And all the roof shingles that they have to replace. They're always running on the roof.
Well,
always.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, well, no, I'm pretty sure he has like a side business.
Okay.
Remember, didn't we talk about that with the Black Lives Matters? Remember the Black Lives Matter? Yes. We said we wanted to start the riots and then also be the people who...
They were the guy who shipped the bricks everywhere.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he does have a roofing business.
Okay, he has a side roofing
because he does get
shingle.
Injured a lot. So when he's recuperating, I'm pretty sure he's like running his
he's got his
shingle business. That's actually why he's such a bad spy, because his real secret identity is like the roof shingle business. So that's totally secret. Like no one has any idea that he's the roof shingle guy. Yeah. So like,
he's always in countries with shingles too. You don't see him in America doing shit in America. No, we have regular sturdy roofs you can run on. No, he goes.
No, you need the ones where like if you
all day long terracotta roofs,
just dropping onto innocent fruit vendors in the street below.
Holy shit. So
we like the James Bond movies, right?
Yes,
we just talk ourselves out of it.
We do, but we're also very aware of how stupid it is.
Okay.
So these real life assassins have turned into, I think they're watching too many movies. I think they've gotten too bold and they're like, you know what? We're just going to do it and fuck it. What are they going to do about it? So I think these assassins are taking after like James Bond and,
I agree.
What's the other one? Like, not Bourne Identity.
Jason Bourne, Mission Impossible.
No. Mission Impossible.
Hunt.
Yeah, Mission Impossible. The other fuckers that do everything so blatant. It's like the worst way around to go. Yeah. Let's like they can hack into the computer system to get the guy in the room, but then of course they can't hack into the actual computer, so they have to go underwater and hold your breath for 5 minutes because of course it detects metal, but there is no such thing as like a plastic bottle that can hold air. I mean, come on. I'm sorry. If you can 3D print an exact replica of someone's face in under 5 minutes,
the technology does not give you any type of air supply.
Yeah, but you cannot get a bag of fucking air.
Even a long plastic hose,
yes.
Right? You can just
a fucking garden hose down the hole. No one saw him jump in. Spoiler alerts. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. It's just I've noticed that.
Well, I think with the spycraft is
blatant spying.
There's no consequences. It's because of the so like the guys from Saudi Arabia, like they killed the guy, the American citizen, but it's like, well, we need their oil. So,
I guess we're just gonna keep paying them.
Yeah, I think when you realize that like how internationally connected everyone is, and like you can just have impunity, so you can just cross borders and you can just assassinate someone in the street, and there's going to be just no consequences to it.
Yeah, and that's where we're at. I think that's where we're at.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it seems like. It must be easy to pass the spy test this time. Like there's no like having to get away.
It's not like it's not like MIB, where's the best of the best of the best.
Yeah, no, it's just if you can empty your clip and hit the guy at least once.
Yeah,
then like it's not sharpshooting. It's just
what it really is what news story can you create in such little time? And it's like, okay, you got the biggest headline, you get to win. That and how many women you get to sleep with, apparently. I don't know. That's my gripe about. I think we grew up in a time when the Soviets and the other third world countries of power were very good at their assassinating capabilities, and it was always cloaked, and there was always a mystery, and it was always like a reasonable doubt that it was assassination.
Well, I think there was so much interest in that cloak. Like it's very interesting. Like during the Trump administration, you got a very interesting thing where he was saying things out loud
that nobody would dare say out loud, but yet he was proven right on a lot of these things.
But if it was leaked, it would be a scandal, right? So if he's sitting and says, Russia, if you're listening, sources close to the president said in a meeting, he goes, Russia, if you're listening, we need Hillary's emails. Yeah. Like that would have been like, a scandal we need to investigate. But like he said it on live TV in front of 30,000 people. So like people just have, for some reason, people just think like no one who's actually committing a crime could be that bold. But what's hilarious is that people who are committing crimes are actually just that bold. Like people are just walking into stores,
they just
stealing,
grabbing stuff and leaving.
They're just grabbing and leaving. So like in the old days, you would like, oh, the guy's suspicious. He's trying to bring under his jacket.
That's the proper way.
Because he was walking suspiciously and trying to sneak under his jacket, you would look at him. But the guy walks in with so much confidence now and just grabs it and walks past the register. He gets away with it.
Yeah, he just runs
What's
off.
the music difference?
The proper way of stealing at first, and now it's just the gangster way of stealing. You just run in and take it.
I don't quite understand what you're making here.
Yeah, never mind.
But
anyway.
it is the same. It's all the same thing. The open assassinations in the street.
Everybody has
Trump,
become bold.
It's because trying to get away with it actually makes you not get away with it. And people realize, well, if I'm just going to do it openly, then people are not going to stop me, and they're going to be so shocked by what they saw. They're not even going to describe me. They're not going to call the police. They're just going to like, oh, like that guy just walked in and just walked out with the product. And it's like, yeah, he did. Well, okay. Like, let's just move on with our lives.
Shot
like,
the guy in the head. Yeah, no big deal.
It's funny. No big deal. Yeah, but if they were trying to get, if you're bringing the guy down an alleyway, it's like, why are those guys down an alleyway over there? Let's call the police. They're suspicious. And now it's like, okay, well, we'll shoot them right here in the middle of the McDonald's. And it's like, oh, well, no one called the police. It's just men staying at McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, that's right. That's a good observation.
A lot of boldness.
I appreciate it.
Just a lot of boldness. And I blame it on Bond. Bond is the reason why. We've been conditioned to being bad spies and assassins. Do you have any goodness? I have a leading topic, but I want to take up my topic space.
I have so much. I'm just trying to figure out because you kind of want him to run.
You can force a segue. We have a forced segue alarm. If you want,
just pull it out.
Okay, there we go. Forced segue alert. There you go. Well, what do you got?
It's just. I mean, I think you're gonna have an opinion on this.
Okay, good.
So a teenager in the United Kingdom. Was trying to measure his penis.
Oh. Okay.
So he attempted to measure his penis
by
inserting a USB cable into his urethra.
We did talk about this, didn't we? I thought we talked about this. We
did not talk about this on the show.
We texted about this or something.
I think we texted about this.
Something horrific. Oh, no. No.
So I guess his theory was what? That if he pulled it out, then he would be able to measure the length of
because he didn't have a flexible tape. That's what oh God, I can't. I'm
just trying to figure out, like, because people get things on the internet, right? And anyone who's that obsessed with measuring their penis is probably spending a lot of time on the internet. So like that's my angle is like, what was he thinking, or where did he go, or who suggested that the best way to measure your penis would be to stick a wire inside of it and then measure, I guess, the length of the wire.
Teenagers are very dumb. If you have not noticed that, like, if you just see any of these TikTok things that have come out in the past year of how dumb teenagers have become, they literally set themselves on fire for TikTok, like, thumbs ups or whatever the fuck it is.
He got all the way into his scrotum.
I would never. Okay, this hurts my manhood. I can't. I'm trying to cross my legs here.
It got all the way into his scrotum.
Oh God! Do we need a disclosure or something for this? Penis alert.
Do you think it was a sex thing and that he just lied and said he was measuring it?
Oh, and then that's what it was. Oh yeah, it could be. It could be that he was into, because there's that thing. There is a fetish.
There is a fetish where people like to put things in their pee hole.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it was. And when he fucked up, he had to go to the doctor. It's like the toy car in the butt. Like, everybody knows the toy car in the butt was really a different thing. And then Jackass made it like something funny. But yeah, there were people way before Jackass putting in things, objects inside for a sexual pleasure.
So he put it in, including, he didn't cut the ends off.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, apparently it's called sounding. Sounding is the
sounding
sexual,
an alarm is what I'm doing.
Sounding is the sexual fetish of inserting foreign objects into your urethra. Okay, so I think the guy I don't think he needed to measure it, because if his pee hole is big enough to get a USB cable in without cutting off the end of it, I think he has a very large penis.
Wait. But seriously though, was it a USB-C or USB-A connection?
It's not the C. It looks like it looks like the side he put into it was like one you put into a cell phone camera.
Oh,
so like the computer side was not in his penis. It was the side like into the cell phone camera.
Oh, I can't.
I think he has a giant penis. If he was able to get it in there like that,
I don't know.
And I think it was a sexual fetish, and he was lying about saying that he was trying to measure his penis.
You bring up the most uncomfortable topics for me. I bring up funny things about James Bond and spies, and you go straight to the fucking giant thing inside a penis. Oh.
Well, it's one of my themes is like, what the fuck are people who are younger than us doing these days? Because that's what we were talking about. We didn't grow up with
stupid.
We're not native to the internet. So like we probably did. I'm trying to think.
We had common sense. We grew up with common sense.
I would never stick anything. I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think of like those things that you learn from your friends when you're in high school or middle school, and then you like think it's a good idea.
Smoking.
I know something. No, here's something.
What?
Remember in Something About Mary?
The jerking off?
Before you are on a date?
Okay, but that's
terrible idea.
That's sound advice.
Terrible idea.
That's sound advice for young people who can have multiple orgasms. So I can't do that. One and done.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a terrible idea at an older age, I guess. But I mean, I would say that's a worse idea because of the impressiveness of like a nice, like looking forward to it load.
No,
so like that
I
was
think
one of those things. Like the movies said that, and it was like, like movies. Yes, okay. So this pervert probably sent a message board and got that, but I think the older generation, the equivalent was that like in movies, everybody like American Pie, like apparently like according to movies, there was a giant problem of ejaculating too early.
Kids,
and I don't think it existed outside of movies. No, I don't think it exists outside of movies. I think the problem of ejaculating early or without being touched or like being touched by like a half a second is like it's
adolescence.
I don't think it is. No, I'm saying I don't think
I don't think we need a correspondent for this one though.
I think it's pop. I think it was pop culture, and that our generation took that as like this is the older generations or somebody like who have had sex before, like bestowing their knowledge and warning on us. And instead it was just like a really funny joke. And we took it super seriously.
I lasted a long time my first time. So maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So did I. And that's what I'm trying to say.
So then there you go. It's all a fucking lie.
That's what I'm saying is that like, that's, I'm trying to equate what we thought because of movies is what the young people think because of the internet.
TikTok and all that
and I think that we had a very big concern. People of our age had a very big concern about premature ejaculation, which
because there was nothing else to make
actually a problem in real life.
You couldn't make fun of a regular straight white male back in the day. That's the only thing you can make fun of him. His penis. Either it was small,
premature ejaculation.
Yeah, either it was small or he came within seconds. That's it.
So I'm glad you mentioned small penis. We do have a minute before the break.
Jesus.
Because there was a activist held a small dong march to end the shaming of tiny penises in Los Angeles.
This is what you also texted me.
Now I know you recorded a Man on the Street bit that we're going to play later.
Oh, great,
because you were there, right?
Yes.
Were you not there?
I was there as the large example. So I was there to help. No, I was there to become a voice of the opposition. It's there to lend a.
Were you there to provide
comfort and
scale?
Yeah,
you there to provide scale,
and
you were the normal size penis.
Yes,
so then they could show
I was
that
the normal, and then they would scream and be like, "No, that's Godzilla!" and they would run away.
So dozens of men hit the street.
Dozens. Sounds like exactly dozens. 24 men hit the streets.
Some people are.
I thought it was women, though. I saw in the photo it was more women than men. I saw there was a lot of like hairy women with signs. That's what I saw. I saw unshaven.
One guy
armpits.
had a sign said, "My dong is not a choking hazard."
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I mean, are they trying to? Is that what they're trying to do? Are they trying to create a movement? Is this like the D in LBGTQ?
They are trying to make a movement. Yes,
it's just gonna keep going. I can't deal with it. I'm furious. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, God.
An only by survey found only by BUI.
Okay. There's some
found that the biggest earners tend to have the smallest penises. Men packing 3-inch penises, apparently the threshold for micro penis, mean an annual income of about $76,000, according to the report.
Bezos has a micro penis.
Not only that, males with 4-inch penises were more likely to be promoted.
Oh, John has had a lot of promotions.
That's mean. He's not even here to defend himself.
I know. That's why I'm saying.
But this was one of
he'll fall over on the treadmill. Yeah, John the Baby Maker. He's been promoted. I remember his promotions since he's been young. He went from
he's climbing the ladder.
Yeah, he went from working on the boardwalk, ticket sales, to then he started doing ticket sales for concerts, and then he was getting people to concerts for free. He's worked his way up the ladder.
All because of his tiny penis.
Because of that tiny fucking penis that apparently comes in every direction. We gotta go for a break.
I didn't even get to comment on the story.
No, we're
Joe.
cutting it off. We'll be back.
Are you looking for more talk radio? You can find all of Season 1 of Be Offended and Season 2 of The Inappropriate Guys at BeOffendedRadio.com.
And we're back. I prematurely ejaculated.
No. Joe hit the music way too quick.
Yeah,
we weren't ready to record yet.
Ready to slate, and then I hit the button right away.
Just, I guess the movies were right.
Yeah, the movies
get
in your head. We were talking about it, and it made me do it. So we're talking about assassins, and
hit the alarm, Joe.
Yes. Which alarm? Who's alarm?
Forced segue alert.
Oh yeah. No. This is a smooth segue. This glides right on in like a USB cable.
Just like a USB cable. Yeah,
I got it before you. That was the forced segue joke.
Damn it.
Yeah, there we go.
Still on the draw.
Yeah.
Shit.
You gotta get
I was leaning back in my chair. I had to lean back forward towards the microphone.
To get to the mic.
That split second.
I'm hunched over the microphone at all times. So, in a related topic, in related news, Sirhan.
Oh yeah,
the probably one of the most famous assassins of all time. They said, now I can't read this because ad blocking has become a thing. But was he actually released? They were fighting that he wasn't going to get released, and he said that he should walk free.
Do you want to tell our listeners who Sirhan is?
Our favorite reference to one of our favorite movies, starring one of our favorite crazy actors, Mel Gibson. So, how deep do you want to go down this rabbit hole is what I'm getting at.
So Sirhan murdered Robert Kennedy,
yes,
RF Kennedy,
RF,
who was the attorney general under JFK, JFK's brother.
Yeah.
He was a senator from New York, I believe, at one point, and then he was running for president. Probably would have won, and then he was killed in a Los Angeles, California hotel.
Yeah.
By Sirhan.
Yes.
In 1968.
Yes. So this is a while back.
So it's now 2021.
Yeah. So he's 77 years old. So the guy's probably got some kind of prostate problems. And well, you don't want to have prostate problems in a prison. I'm just saying. Like there's just things that you want to get rid of the prostate prisoners. You don't want that around. That's just asking for too much cleanup. Anywho, so yeah, they were trying to get rid of this guy. I'm sure the warden was like, "All right, we got to get rid of these prostate guys."
But like, if you're that old, where would you go? Because like you can't move in with your mother.
No, they move. They probably give him. They like all criminals.
You can't
now.
get a job. What's he gonna be, the greeter at Walmart?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Walmart. I'm the man who killed Robert Kennedy.
His tag, his little hello, my name is.
Yeah, my name is Sirhan. What?
To try to hide it, he just puts Sirhan and then a little 2 squared.
no, just like it's S Sirhan. No, that's too obvious.
Yeah, no,
Sirhan S. Damn it.
Han, sir. There you go. Yes.
Yeah. Sirhan S or S Sirhan. Either way, they're still going to figure out he's. Yeah, no, it's 70s. I think about that often. It's like, where do you at least if you get invested at 20, you do 25 years, you're 45, you have a good chance. Like your brother's alive, your sister's alive.
Someone's alive.
If he's alive, if he's in his late 70s.
Yeah. No one's alive.
He doesn't have He doesn't have Social Security.
Oh, they don't collect that after you're gone? There's not a giant wad of money.
They're not collecting Social Security wages on your prison license plate winnings. Yeah.
See, that's his first problem. He should have thought this through. He should have set up.
Life in prison should mean life in prison. I think is the issue.
Problem with assassins these days. Nobody thinks this shit through.
So he was recommended for parole.
Yeah, he was recommended for parole. He
hasn't been released yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I finally found something that didn't have ad block.
As of this taping.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna call fucking Bill Cosby's team, and they'll get him on a red carpet out there. I know it. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about Sirhan because there's not a time in life where you could bring it up and it be topical, and this is the first time it's been topical in 20 years.
Except for when we talk about conspiracy theory all the time.
Yeah. It's just a great movie. Find it at Walmart.
Yeah. Sirhan. I asked the greeter at the door.
And pick up your favorite.
Did he sign copies for you?
Yeah. Pick up your favorite scented candle on the way out.
Yeah.
Which might kill you, especially if Sirhan hands them out.
Yeah.
No, so okay, so I'll finish my whole assassin bit. To wrap it all up, the original joke I was trying to get to was that I wonder if there's people searching out the UPC code of these air fresheners that kill people, because now that could be like this covert way of killing someone. That's genius way to kill somebody, is to be an assassin and to swap all your Glade plugins for Walmart anal bead
gemstone LBGQ
Sirhan approved,
defund the police
and swap those out, and no one would be the wiser. They'd just be like, oh, this poor fool, he went and got these Walmart things.
Interesting. So they always say that the best way to kill somebody is on a cruise ship by pushing them off the balcony.
No.
Or because you push them off the boat and then no one ever knows. It could be an accident.
No.
Well, they probably up security and considering how many people have been killed on the cruise ships. But that, as you said, that's not the way to do it anymore. So it does seem, if you're in an unhappy marriage,
yes,
get that debt, or even better, I guess, if you are divorced, you're not living together anymore, but you're still paying the alimony or something. It does seem like you send these poisonous, and it's a.
Wait, do we need a disclaimer? There needs to be some kind of a disclaimer here. Hold on.
We're not recommending it or saying it. It's just
we here at Be Offended Radio do not approve of trying to kill anybody with a plug-in smelling device. Thank you.
But you are correct. Is that would be a really you'd have plausible deniability if you were to murder somebody.
Who would think of that?
With the with the
plug-in fucking assassin like myself.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea, John. It scares me that your brain is so.
I'm in the wrong line of business.
Yes. Well, our listeners tell us that all the time. And they email us at angryhatemail@gmail.com. You guys are in the wrong business.
Yeah, you know what?
To be assassins, I don't care. Just don't be podcasters.
We are killing it.
Speaking of podcasters and killing it,
ooh,
Only Murderers in the Building.
Yes. I'm happy you brought it up because it's on my list. Yes.
So Only Murders in the Building is on Hulu.
Yes.
And it's
the first hit of Hulu.
It's actually very good.
Yes.
I don't see it being marketed properly.
It's definitely not, because I didn't watch it originally because of how it was marketed. I thought it was like, I said to Tim, I thought it was like NBC Family watered down, goop. And it was not at all. It was pleasant. I was pleasantly surprised.
But the fun is the reason we appreciate it, besides the murder mystery, which we do love, is that the whole thing just makes fun of podcasters.
Yes.
And
it makes us cry a little.
And some of those jokes about how many listeners they have and the various things, it really, really hit home close to home.
Some of them were more accurate than I would think a joke would be. Some of them,
But Joe was lucky enough to watch it by himself, so he was able to laugh in his own shame.
Yeah.
But I was watching it with my wife, so she would laugh and then turn and look at me and then point and then laugh again.
Cock her head back.
Yeah, she laughed once at the joke and then laughed a second time to make sure that she knew she was laughing at me as the butt of the joke.
The show wasn't funny.
The show was funny, but also it was double funny to her because then she was like, "Oh wait, my husband has a podcast, so he's also a loser, like these people are."
Yeah. No, it was a very good show, very entertaining. The mystery that has remained a mystery is what happened to Selena Gomez.
You give spoilers? Don't give spoilers.
No. There's no.
Oh, okay.
No. It's what happened to Selena Gomez, weight-wise. Doesn't
she have a disease or something?
She's been fluctuating lately, and I've been trying to pinpoint what's happening.
And this is celebrity gossip.
Yes, it's celebrity
TMZ.
gossip.
Should we be standing around without coffee cups?
We need a guy in the back leaning over a computer monitor to talk to us.
Well, Selena, she's watching her weight.
Selena Gomez plumps up during the filming.
Sources close to Selena Gomez are very concerned.
No, it's just...
we spoke to the wardrobe manager at Only Birds in the Building,
Great.
And they had to carry 6 pairs of pants at all times because they didn't know what size she would wear on any given day.
That's fucked up.
So it was like Homer Simpson's closet. It was like Homer Simpson's closet where just a whole bunch of identical blue pants and white shirts, but in different sizes because they didn't know when she showed up.
No,
I
have partaken in the swinging of weights, so I understand what that can be like. But when I saw her in the promos, she was very svelte and cute, and then when I saw her on the show, I was like, oh, there was very little eye candy for me.
I think
Martin Short was looking awfully good for me.
Steve Martin's a looker.
Well, Steve Martin, obviously. Steve Martin hasn't aged a handsome man in fucking 30 years.
Steve Martin was a wild and crazy, doofy guy. And then he just goes up to be this handsome older gentleman statement. Like it looks like the Secretary of State. But I think it's tough with Gomez and all. Like when you get famous that early, like I think it's tough because like you obviously aren't going to be your little 14-year-old self, and people do go through those. Yeah. So I feel like if you're famous as a child, you're better off just going away for a while or just become famous like when you're 30.
Well,
but like if you're famous and we have to watch you through your 20s, I think that's tough.
What was the other girl? A TV show that you used to like? Something with a
Pretty
family.
Little Liars.
Something with a family in it.
Modern Family.
Modern Family. That one of the girls from that grew up to be
Ariel
like,
Winter,
like huge,
a boob monster.
Yeah, like she
had a boob reduction surgery.
Oh, so she went back to normal size. I don't know. She just turned into a flotation.
But again, that's the point. They hired her as like a 10 or 12-year-old. And they don't know what's going to happen. So
it's a gamble right there.
Most people that would just be high school. And then the
awkward phase of high school.
And now you get through it, and then so I think it's tough that when you have your awkward phase
publicly.
But through like Gomez 11 seasons of Modern Family.
She's like 27 or 8. Like I think she's not that young anymore. Just saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so this is probably what she'll really be like.
Oh,
but we had to watch that.
No, because the promos are recorded afterwards. The whole promo thing, she looks better again. I don't know why we're doing TMZ right now, but
I think she has a disease.
She just needs a little Joe in her life, that's all. And by little Joe, I mean go to the parade.
Your small penis?
Break out your USB cable and
Oh my God. I knew you'd like that.
It's going to be a callback now. It has to be. All right, what do you got on your plowing through?
So we did it. We canceled the Rolling Stones. If everyone remembers,
yes, we did.
Nobody else did. First. We were actually the first to cancel the Rolling Stones for their song "Brown Sugar."
Were we the first people to start this whole thing? We started to cancel Fat Chicks, and then it trickled down.
I did not hear anyone else doing it till we did it. And it turns out that they actually have stopped playing the song.
They retired it, they said, didn't they?
They actually retired. They retired Brown Sugar. They have a new tour, and they have not played Brown Sugar at all, and they might never play it again.
I think we should write our own version of Brown Sugar. I think
to make it what? Yeah. Less offensive, I hope?
Yeah. Like, call it...
That's funny. But like, these are the first ones they're playing since Charlie Watts died.
Call it Pink Sugar. Himalayan Salt. That's it. Just rename it to Himalayan Salt. I just dying to get these jokes in. Been holding that one in for so long.
I'm just wondering though, because Charlie Watts died, and now they're doing the tour.
Oh,
and they're not playing it. So do you think Charlie Watts was like, "No, man, we need to do the slave song. I'm not going out there.
I'm not going out unless we do
the slave song."
As soon as he keeled over.
As soon as he keeled, I was like, thank God.
Thank God.
The song's been problematic for 40 years. And finally, this geezer died, and we can stop going out there singing about the Gold Coast slave ship bound for the cotton fields. We read it for people who don't know why we're talking about it. We read so Brown, I can read it again.
No.
Yeah, real quickly, Brown Sugar. Gold Coast slave ship bound for cotton fields, sold in the market down in New Orleans. Scarred old slaver knows he's doing all right. Hear him whip the women just around midnight. Okay. Brown Sugar, how come he tastes so good? Brown Sugar, just like a young girl should. So it wasn't even that he was raping the slaves. He was raping the underage slaves.
Okay.
Yeah. They canceled it.
Yes.
So.
You know what? I think that's one of the first cancellations I'm happy with.
That you've agreed with.
Yeah. Thank you for dying and allowing the song to get canceled.
Thank you, Charlie Watts, the old racist Charlie Watts. I don't think it's a coincidence. They played that song for literally Keith Richards interviewed, and he's like, we played that song every night for 40 years. So like it literally died with Charlie Watts.
You know what I'm thinking of now? I'm thinking of all the cell phone videos of like thousands of people singing those lyrics in unison.
Brown Sugar. I mean, we'll do the bit again, but it really is like a good song.
Yes.
You have no idea. People think She Will Be Loved is like a love song.
Yeah, no.
There's a whole bunch of people thought I'll Be Watching You. Sorry, Every Breath You Take. Yeah. People thought Every Breath You Take was a love song.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. There's so many. There's so many songs that people think of. With or Without You.
Yes.
Not a love song.
Yes.
Yeah. Not a love song.
Lots of stalkers. Lots of rape, lots of horrible things that have been written about in music.
Yeah, but people don't like if it's a ballad, they just think it's a love song.
Yeah.
So
you know who does that? Paramore. Paramore. It was a band that I like. They came out with this album. It was called After Laughter, which I should have thought of was the first hint. And all of their songs sound really happy and upbeat, and you're jamming along and you're like, yeah, this is great. And then you like learn the lyrics after a little while, and it's the most depressing fucking album I've ever listened to in my entire life. It's literally like about like just horrible things of growing up in your like mid 20s to 30s. And I'm like, oh my God, why is this a cheerful song?
I mean, that's really the best art, isn't it? I mean, if you could make a cheery song about, which is why Brown Sugar lasted. Yeah, because Brown Sugar
is the ultimate.
Was, if they did that if they did Brown Sugar in the style of like The Ghost of Tom Joad by Bruce Springsteen, like everyone would have known. Everybody would have like how horrible. Like, this is instead they did it in the style of Satisfaction. Yeah. You're like, oh, this is amazing. Let's hit the dance floor. Yeah. Brown Sugar, that's great. great.
We did a disco version of it.
Yeah. I prefer light brown sugar because I'm not a big fan of molasses, but I mean, that's fine.
That's okay.
So I assume the song's about cakes. I'm just going to.
I still think my version of Himalayan salt should come out soon.
It's a little wordy. I'm not sure you could fit the
Himalayan salt. I don't know. I can figure something out. I can't. It has to be copyright free anyway, so it has to be.
We can. We instead of playing the same
intro
commercial
music
for ourselves between the middle. I mean, if you want to do song parodies, we both. People have heard our high school band.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is a parody of music.
Talents.
That is a music parody.
If you want, I mean, I'm sure we can do Himalayan salt.
Oh yeah, we should and post it.
I'm not
everywhere.
sure what race you're referring to, which is why I can repeat it.
I have in my mind what it is, but
it's not even plausible deniability. I know you're saying something racist, but I for the life of me can't figure out what it means.
Yeah. I got
it's such a code that I don't even think we could be canceled.
It's an underground code so deep.
Yeah, it's so deep
that you would have to be racist to know what it means.
Yeah, it's undoubtedly, since you came up with it, it's undoubtedly racist, but it's so beyond the below the radar that no one would even know. Yeah, no one even they'd be singing and humming it.
The hashtag is just gonna go wild.
Yeah, no idea.
Himalayan salt.
Yeah, people have no idea. People are dancing to it in the clubs. Yeah. They're doing a cover on the Wiggles, you just have everyone just dancing, and you and 2 idiots on Reddit are just hysterical laughing about how you turn Himalayan salt into a thing, and no one even knows.
They don't know. They don't know what this sick mind comes up with. Well, moving on.
It's the Adidas song. Remember?
No, what's the Adidas song? This is news to me.
Korn did a song, IDAS.
Oh God, I barely remember this.
Yeah, the all day I dream about sex.
Yes, okay, yeah, I remember this.
Yeah. So then people again,
yeah.
in middle school, that everyone says that your Adidas, stood for all day I dream about sex, but instead, Adidas existed first, and then he made a song.
He just made it so
and made it Adidas.
It perverted. It wasn't perverted.
Do you know that Adidas? And I think we talked about this on the show. Adidas and Puma were
warring factions.
Yeah.
I think we
talked about it on the show.
Yeah, either we talked about it on the show or off the show, but I've had this conversation before. I know I have. It's past 4 years because I remember it. So my 4 year span of might have been.
Yeah, Puma was founded by Rudolf Dassler, and Rudolf had a brother named Adolf who created Adidas.
That part I don't remember, but that's hilarious. Rudolf and Adolf.
Oh, Adolf was a very popular name until
for some
reason it lost popularity. I feel it's like people who are birthdays on September 11th. I feel so bad for them.
Oh yeah,
and that's people's anniversaries.
Actually, too. I have an ex-girlfriend whose birthday was September 11th.
I feel so bad for those people.
Yeah, she does not have it good after that.
This past year was the 20th anniversary, and all the Facebook is all these solemn posts and all these things.
Well, you know what?
You get the little notifications wish so and so a happy birthday. Yeah. It seems very inappropriate.
Yeah. You know what?
I would change it if my birthday was September 11th. At least for Facebook purposes. No, on Facebook.
Okay,
I would put September 12th.
Okay.
Or the 10th.
You could probably petition to change it depending on how close the hour was on your birthday.
Well, it's to your family, anyone the people who know it's your birthday without checking Facebook, they're just going to celebrate your birthday. They, but because they were there on your actual, and when Bin Laden ruined your actual birthday,
hopefully,
20 years ago when Bin Laden ruined their birthday, your family and friends were there. So it's still your birthday, but for the rest of us, just change it on Facebook.
Well,
Make it September 12th.
You know what?
I don't need that. I don't need to be looking at American flags and some guy I went to college with, his birthday.
You know what that sound is?
You pulling a USB cord out of your urethra.
No, the sound of waves. And
it's not a sound of where? Which beach?
I don't know if I want to give away
my son in the bathtub.
Dude, am I okay to give away my birthday? Is it a smart thing to give away my birthday on the air? I don't know if it is. Not my full birthday, but the day and the month. Probably not, right?
I mean, is it your password? Is it your PIN code at ATM?
God damn it!
I mean, is it
God damn it. No.
Is there a purpose to giving away your birthday?
Because I can't. So I won't say it, but I'll do this.
Your birthday's very close to Christmas. Is that what you're trying to get to?
Well, now you fucked it. There was a very large natural disaster that happened on my birthday one year. And I woke up and be like, hey, it's my birthday. And then it was like, death and destruction. And I was like, oh, well, we're just going to stay in bed today. We're not going to celebrate my birthday.
I get the waves.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. So, so I kind of can relate to the 9/11 a little bit.
Now, if you were from Thailand, I think it would be even worse.
Yes.
Or actually like a ton of countries.
Yes.
We went to Thailand.
Of countries, if you will.
We went to Thailand, and hold
on, wait for the music. How many gay beaches did you visit in Thailand? Or are they just all gay?
It's lady boy shows.
Yes.
I'm not sure if there's any.
I don't know if are you gay or are you straight?
I did see a lady boy show. I did see a lady boy show.
Oh.
I did see people purchasing hookers.
Wait a second. How is this not the first topic?
We've talked about this. This was season 1.
No.
We talked about this.
Okay.
Go back.
Okay,
we talked about it.
Okay.
It's fine. We went to the lady boy show.
Okay, and what was
anyway, I was just saying that it's on the level of 9/11 to them.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of like that. That's like
probably still have
tsunami.
Yeah.
Pre-tsunami and post-tsunami is like the demarcation in Thailand.
Yes. And that was my birthday. So happy birthday to me, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we talked about the lady boys. Then we talked about the people with the hookers and the guys like walking down the street with a hooker. And then the ping pong ball show. We talked about that.
Oh, man. We
didn't go to the ping pong ball show, but I got my masseuse to tell me about it.
Okay. Yes.
On the cruise ship, because the cruise ship goes to the same ports week after week. So I guess, and when it docks at Phuket, it stays for 2 nights. So all the people who are on the cruise ship can all get off in Phuket. So apparently everyone at one point who works on the cruise ship goes to the ping pong show. So I was able to get the full review of the ping pong show without actually having to go there and feel like you're being murdered, because apparently they like take you off somewhere for the ping pong show, and I guess it doesn't start until the room is full. So you're like in some like back room or some basement or some like faraway place with like a bunch of strangers with like just waiting around nervously for the show to start or for someone to come and murder you. But apparently the show does eventually start, and then it's horrific because it's just a lady just putting things into her vagina. And it's not just a ping pong ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we talked about the ping pong.
I don't know if we went into that much detail, but
we went into plenty of detail.
Well, yeah. I must have blocked it from my memory, and now it's back again.
Well, we'll release the best stuff soon.
Well, we've hit certainly a lot of topics. This has been a good one, I believe, in my personal opinion.
Okay,
this has been good. So, do you have any words of wisdom to leave us off on besides the normal cue and tags?
Well, Joe, it's funny you ask.
Well, too bad. So find us everywhere, Be Offended Radio, and email us, angryhalo@gmail.com. Thank you, everybody.